Hey everybody, thanks for joining me, and try not to pay attention to the mess. I've been busy. I wanted to show you what I'm working on that's getting ready to go in the Etsy shop, and then give you a sneak peek at some things that are almost ready for the Etsy shop. I think I'll start with the little items here. So each of these little notebooks have an enclosure. Some are sari silk, some are ribbon. I have the twine here, and each have, I believe, 40 sheets front and back, and a bookmark. This one, and both are laminated. The bookmark and the notebook are laminated. This one has a little keychain and a tassel. There's the back, and they have different papers. This one has orange dotted paper. This one's kind of a bee theme, a little honey pot, a bee. It has tea-dyed paper, and the ones that have tea-dyed paper are very grungy tea-dyed paper. They were laying on each other when I done this, so there are really, really cool grungy markings on them. And some are not complete sheets, they're the torn. I just thought they looked really grungy, and I thought they looked cool, so I used even those sheets. The bookmark on this one is a beehive, and the charm is a little bee. Then I have a black one with vintage looking cardstock, and I took a sticker and used distressed crayons to put coloring in it. Same thing with the bookmark on the little girl dresses. I used the distressed crayon, and it has book page behind it. The back of it is kind of a marbled look, and there's the charm. This one has tea-dyed paper. Kind of a retro looking one. Mixed media, I guess. I have some die cuts in here. Book page. It says stay curious. And the bookmark on this one does have a little bit of mixed media that I done. I tore that, put it in some book page and some more die cuts. It says believe in yourself. And the charm is some little pebbles with a mushroom. And there's the back. The back of this and the inside of the book are packing paper that I have stamped. And the paper is grid paper that I inked around in the pink. This one's kind of a beach theme. Starfish and coral. Little seashells. The inside has the orange polka dot paper. The bookmark has some, it looked to me, when I laminated it, it reminded me of coral, but it's just that, I don't know what it is, if it's ribbon or lace kind of things. More starfish. And the back, it looks so cool because it, I don't know if you can tell, it kind of left that marking like coral or a fossil. I thought it looked neat. And the charm on this one is a starfish. And the last one is a coffee, kind of coffee theme. Kind of a teal. Tea-dyed paper on this one. And the bookmark says maybe coffee. And the charm is kind of a teal. Really pretty color. So those are the little books. And there are 6 of them complete, and I have 3 more that I am working on that will be in the Etsy shop, but this gives you an idea of what they're going to look like. And this is the new journal I have, and the little tassel has an ornament, some jingle bells, lace, eyelash trim, and this tassel can move. Get it out of your way. You can completely take it off. So, and then there's some pretty trim up here. It says Merry Christmas, little elf. And then the charm is bells, which I thought kind of fit the cover. And the cover is splatter painted cardstock that's been sewn around at least twice, some spots more. It's kind of that grungy look. It is made from a paper bag, and I put muslin on the inside to strengthen the center. This end is open. There's a couple cards in there. And this end I didn't open, so only the front cover actually has a spot. I believe there are 68 pages in this one. I'll have all that information in my Etsy shop for sure. This is fabric that has snowflake die cuts. They're sparkly, but I don't think you can see it. And then Merry Christmas is stamped on the fabric, sewing around. A lot of sewing in this book. And note from the bookmaker. This says Christmas wish list. And then just a little notebook inside that has pockets and writing paper. It says Santa's on his way. We have Frosty, some ribbon. There must have been some magic in that old black hat they found. I love that. And this is a digital by, I'm not sure. I'll have it linked at the bottom. I can't remember. Some stamping. This is a really large tag with a charm. Lots of writing. The back of the tag has a ball pin that has this decoration on it, and you can move it out of the way when you're writing. I had it on the front, and it fell in the little children's eyes, and I didn't like that. I've moved it everywhere. And then the topper is just some muslin. I have some scissors that does the crinkled edge cutting. Got them at the thrift shop this weekend. I was so tickled with that. Tea-dyed paper. More scrapbook paper with some sewn ribbon. Some lace ribbon. This is actually printed on dictionary paper. A real dictionary, vintage dictionary. And I printed on it, Walking in a Winter Wonderland. Then I did some stenciling on this side, and I put some washi tape down the center because this is very fragile, thin paper. Tea-dyed paper that I put a perfect Christmas on some muslin, inked around it. This tea-dyed paper has some really good markings and the rough edge. Some ledger, digital, crazy sewing, little pocket with more tags. Tea-dyed with the aged tape. Some scrapbook paper with sewn ribbon. Little sewn pocket. Couple tags that have star brads on them. Little stamp, candy cane stamp. This tea-dyed paper has some green in it. It was laying on lined paper when I tea-dyed them, so it came out looking green, and I thought it looked so pretty with this paper. Just kind of fit the Christmas theme. This is a decoupage napkin to book page, and I put washi tape on it as well. Vintage music paper. Some more tea-dyed. I put scrapbook paper, random spots on this side, and then this is ribbon that I've sewn and glued to the bottom, and this is just a little pretty, I guess. More scrapbook paper with a doily tab and a little charm that has a number and some sequins, lace, and I think this is, yep, I snuck in my Crafted by Christy. More of the sewn ribbon, lace on tea-dyed. And I thought this was kind of pretty. On this side, is green. The sewing is green. And then I left my bobbin red, so there's red and green on this side. And this is the digital, I think, from this snowman one. So when I link it, it will include this as well. And then I put some more age tape on this side. Collaged paper, it's a digital. This is some more of the sparkly. This is where I cut the snowflakes from, and I thought it left a pretty cut. So I used that as the pocket. Did some stenciling with this. Actually, I used this to stencil these snowflakes. And this is the little tag, and I like to put it in there where Santa's peeking through the snowflake. And then another tag. I had him. There he goes. There, we got him. Now there's Santa. And some sewing, lots of threads, a little Christmas tree, and I cut out a star, and I don't know what this is, but it's kind of like little pebbles, some little enamel dots, a couple of tags. This is vintage music paper. I've sewn around it and printed on it. Isn't that pretty? I love how that turned out. And this is the center. Put a little ribbon in there, and of course left my strings long if you want to add beads. I've did a little stamp of the North Star, paper ruffle, little pocket made from envelope, a couple of tags, some sari silk, all of the collage digital, another little crochet piece, more of the red and green sewing and tea-dye paper, little sticker. It says, "With Christmas, love in our hearts," 2 little snowmen. And I got a little doily tuck here with a tag, and I've put gold inking around the edge. I'm not sure if it really shows up. Snowflakes on it. Little fabric flower. This brad is a present on tea-dye paper. More of sewn ribbon. Book page ruffle. The other side of the collaged napkin collage. And this has a fabric tab with a number, some ribbon, lace, and a little cross charm. More book page ruffle and some scrapbook paper. Sewing. This is a belly band from kind of ribbon and lace. This is a card like the front. And I was going to make another book, and even if you didn't know a teacher, you could put something over that. Or it doesn't have to be an actual professional teacher. It could be your mom, whoever taught you in life, your dad, your friends. So I tucked that in there thinking maybe like to make your own journal. And then another large tag with some red tinsel and a jumbo clip on some really grungy tea-dyed paper with age tape. This is a little stamp that has red and gold star. Other side of the ledger paper has some scrapbook paper sewn on. Little tab says the 24th. It's actually a calendar page that I splatter painted. Put some eyelash trim. This side is the 25th. Imagine that. Christmas. And it has a little eyelash trim, and I'm not sure, it's kind of buried in there, but there is a enamel dot that is very pretty. It has some antique gold and silver, more stenciling on the printed dictionary page. Aw, there's the snowman. Scrapbook paper with ribbon sewn. This is muslin, another charm with a little tassel, and this little gold is a snowflake. Put a little die cut there on this tea-dyed paper. Little sticker, "May the magic of Christmas shine in your heart." Another little stamp. This one's green. The front one, I don't know if you could tell, is red. ink. And throughout, I've used different colors of thread. I used a lot of red and green. I think there might be some gold. And Snow in Love. More of the ribbon. The back page is muslin that I stamped a Christmas wreath and then put sequins, some buttons. On these sequins, I put those liquid pearls, which is kind of a waste of time. It took a long time dry and you really can't tell it. And then a little ribbon. In the pocket is just a little plate. I don't know what it's really for, but you could certainly write on it. I liked it, so I made a book cover out of it. That's one of the things I'm working on. This little pocket here has just miscellaneous tags. Thought you could use for your Christmas presents. Some are actual tags, and some are handmade tags by me. That one has a little jingle bell, and they all have music paper on them, and that one's, yeah, this has a stamp. This one has a star and a little tag with more of the gold inking around it. And that's the end of the paper bag Christmas journal. The enclosure is an elastic, so it has room to grow. The bell charm and the tassel. So that is that one. Let me show you what I'm working on. I told you I liked that book plate, so I made a soft cover fabric journal out of bubble mailer. I don't know if you can hear it, but I haven't finished the cover yet. So the outside is the marked fabric, the inside is red, kind of like a muslin. That's what it feels like. And then it will have lots of fun paper and envelope, wallpaper, and it also has some of the vintage music paper that is printed on. And I printed on both sides of this one. Not sure it will show up very well, but there are Christmas ornaments on this side. And this side says Christmas Eve. There's a little deer, some poinsettias. I thought that was really pretty. But anyway, this one is in the works. It's not done yet. Obviously, it's not even bound in. And then this thing is almost done. I say this thing because it is a monster. I am just trying to decide how I want to do the spine. It's an open spine, so I'm trying to decide if I want buttons or homemade beads or what I'm gonna, how I'm gonna attach it. But this is 5 signatures. Look at all the goodness. It is huge. And it has everything in it that you can imagine. I have done flips and eyelets and, you know, they say everything but the kitchen sink. This is actually some of my kitchen screen door. This page isn't done, but just to show you how much stuff is in this. One of my favorite things is, oh, of course I can't find it. Oh, I like this. It's like little specimen cards on the file folder. But there's another one that has specimen card like, but they are leaves, and I thought they turned out really pretty. I was just going to show you that real quick. I won't walk you through this whole thing. It's huge. This journal has a lot of mixed media in it, but this is the specimen card flap file folder. Has some inking. There's a lot of sewing, of course, and embossing and vellum everything is a lot of mixed media. As soon as I get this one bound, I will put it in the Etsy shop. I think there are 40 pages per signature, so 200 pages in this. Plus, I can't even tell you how many added spots and pockets, and see, like added spots like this that flips open. Helps if I'm in frame. Pockets, fabric pockets, added spots like this. More added writing space with the sound. Just tons. You could write in this every day for a year, I'm sure. Maybe lots more. But the front's not done. It's in the works. Oh, and then let's see. I was going to show you one more thing, and I, of course, cannot locate it. I don't see what I'm looking for, but hopefully this will be ready soon, and it will be next in the Etsy shop. So, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Maybe see some things that you like. If you do, please check out my Etsy shop. Hopefully these things will be loaded tomorrow. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And, oh, I want to say hey to my friend. Hope everything went well at the party. And I will see you next time. Bye.